Hello and welcome to SirSmuggler's Let's Play episode 66 of season 2. So I think I figured out the problem with the bog earth production that I had last episode. So I had this pipe on the other side of this machine, and so that meant the golden pipe there was connected to this interface here. And that kind of confused everything that this thing can do. And also this one. So anything that you have the crafting recipes for in these interfaces, the interface doesn't really know what to do with it. It just shoves it into any connected inventory or pipe. And since I had both the inventory of these machines and the pipe between them, it was kind of confused and didn't know what to do with it. So sometimes it went the wrong way, simply, and that's what happened. So once I moved the pipe there, everything seems to be working. And you might be saying, hey, the pipe is still connected to the interface here. Well, since it's the same interface and the same machine, it doesn't really matter, because what happens if it shoves it out to the pipe instead of directly into the inventory there is that it's going to go through the pipe and into the correct inventory anyway, so that doesn't matter. However, when the pipe was on this side, it was connected to both interfaces, and if it was sent into the pipe, it could just go right down into the other interface and back into the network. So that should solve that problem. And yeah, so let's see what I want to do today. I'll be right back. So after the last few episodes farm automation, I decided to build some more on my wall. And well, when I start building a wall, I kind of get carried away, so you never know when it's gonna end. So anyway, we got right in front of my house here, I got my own personal little harbor. It's got my boat here and some spare boats. And if I were to jump in my boat and flip this lever, we can sail out. Ta-da! So let's have a view from outside here. So coming from the ocean here, this city is well defended. And like, there's an army of chickens out here. I don't know why. Don't understand where they're coming from, but there's a lot of them. Everywhere I look, there are chickens. So yeah, nice little village. Anyway, I got another... No kidding. How many are there? Where are they coming from? And sheep and cows and craziness. Anyway, let's head back to my harbor. Let's see if I can do it without crashing my boat into a chicken. And I got the other end of the wall, so to speak, that I want to do something with. Just gently in there, flip the lever to close it up so the boat doesn't run away. So that's just sticky pistons underneath there and a little bit of red alloy wiring from that lever to the pistons. Nothing fancy. And I have a similar setup to do back here on the other side of my house, where the wall is also. So just a little bit further, and here you can see it. And it's going to cross over this little mini ravine, or what you want to call it. And we can't just leave it open here, that wouldn't be much of a defense. So I want to put up some iron bars here. Let's just clear out a little bit more like that. And maybe put in some stone there. But so there we go. But I kind of do want to be able to get out there myself. And previous experience has showed me that sticky pistons and iron bars doesn't really work all that well. The bars don't want to connect to the piston. They can be moved by the piston, that's not a problem, but it just doesn't look that good. So I was thinking we should open up a little secret passage around the wall. So if I were to just open up here, yes, we're gonna need that much room. That means we need to have our pistons back here. Actually, they need to be all the way here, so that they can touch the stones here when they are extended. So let me dig out a little bit more so I get room to do some wiring, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we got some room to work with, and I put up the first couple of pistons just to show you how it's gonna work. And I want to have like this stone buttons on stone blocks. They're kind of not invisible, but they're kind of hard to spot, so that feels secretive enough. And well, the problem is we want the pistons extended, and so we want to have a redstone signal to them always except when we push the button. So we need to invert that signal. And also I'm thinking the duration there is a little bit short perhaps. Might be tight squeeze to get through here without getting squished. So I got a couple of things here from Red Power, NOT gate and a state cell. And of course we're going to have a button somewhere on this side as well. I just removed some blocks here to make room for the actual building. So let's place down these pistons here so everything's in order. And so we're gonna have a wire coming in somewhere around here from that other button on the other side, and they can kind of just meet up here, and then we go up from there. And let's put our NOT gate, and let's see, not sure how I'm doing on space here. I suppose we could wire it out. No, not like that. So a piece of wire there, and the gate. No, let's just do SI like that. That's much better, I think. And I'm probably gonna need my screwdriver. So let's see what kind of way. Actually we want it the other way around. That is, we want the state cell first and then the NOT gate. So let's see. Is that how I want it? I should put this button somewhere around here so I can test things. Yeah, that's not what I want. better, then I can see what I'm doing. So, is that better? Kind of, but not really what I want. That's better. That's exactly what I want. So every time the state seller receives a redstone signal from this side, it's going to output a signal for a certain amount of time, like 2 seconds. We can bump that up to, say, 3 seconds. And that will turn this signal off, and it's on by default. So now it should be a simple matter of connecting all the pistons. Maybe I just need to do that. Let's see if that... yeah, that powers them all, because these blocks are strongly powered, so they will power the blocks below. So push button and I go in for a good amount of time. That seems perfect. Excellent. So now we only need to get this button into position. See here, where do I want it? Probably right there. Still no. Let's see then. Now then. That's better. Awesome. And actually, let's make sure we don't have any room left behind here so that nasty things can spawn. Yeah, we need to do some filling up here. Like so. And I suppose that will be okay. Won't interrupt the signal. No. Perfect. And I'll probably find something else I need to do once I've filled everything up here, so I have to do it all over again. That's how it usually works. Where's my button? I don't know, let's make a new one. And it's getting dark. Perfect. Let's hurry up and get this done before the sun sets. Perfect. That's my secret entrance. And I believe I just picked up my button. Awesome. So we got a nice secret entrance. So I'll go sleep and find something else to do. As last episode did run a bit long, maybe I should just round off this episode here so we don't repeat history. Just a short update on the lagginess that I experience every time I'm in this area. It's like horrible. My frame rate drops to like 15 or something in this area. But it's very local, it's just precisely here. It doesn't really matter in which direction I look or anything. And if I remove myself just like here, we're up to 30, and that's about the maximum I get when I'm recording. But if I turn off the recording, it goes way higher. But even without recording, it drops to the same 15, 16, even down to 12 FPS right here. And I can't figure out what's wrong. So I did create a new world in Creative with the same seed. I float this exact same spot and no problem with the frame rate. So there's something I've added. So I then copied the entire world and yeah, made a safety backup and then started it up and produced a lot of TNT and just blew everything up here. Almost everything. And it did increase the frame rate a little bit. I mean, I started by picking off the blocks closest to this, like right here is where it's the absolute worst. And if I go up or down from this location, it increases. But right here it's the lowest. So I started by picking off all the blocks close by to that point, but nothing really changed. So then I just got tired of it and blew everything up. And yeah, it did increase the frame rate a bit, but it was still very much lower than when you first create the world. So I really don't know what's wrong here. It's like really strange. So maybe I should just move the entire structure, but I mean there's so much stuff I have set up here and below as well, next floor and up there, and that seems like a lot of work. So I'm just gonna have to live with this lagginess. As I probably mentioned earlier, I do have hopes for once we get 1.6.2 and all the mods for that we have better luck. There should be some improvements. But then again, who knows how long that's gonna be. Most of the mods are doing progress. Buildcraft should be close, I believe, from what I've seen from watching Covert Jaguar's videos on YouTube. And many of the other mods are already done. The big question mark is red power. LRAM has been very quiet, so who knows. It could be, I mean, it could be ready tomorrow, it could be a month, it could be a year. No one really knows. So I'm gonna wait a bit longer anyway, but well, yeah, we will see. I don't know what to do if there's like a couple of months from now and still no update or red power, then I'm probably gonna have to abandon that. And sadly that would probably mean abandoning this world altogether. But, well, let's not think about that right now. A lot can happen before then. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a mixed episode here with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And a lot of me babbling about things I really don't know much about. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you want to come back and see me again. Until next time, bye bye!